Iran gets back to its winning ways in World Cup qualifying. On today's episode, we will recap and analyze Iran's match against Qatar and share some final thoughts. You know the deal, and you know what time it is. It's time for Team Melli Talk. The boys were ready to take care of business. Hey everyone, welcome back to Team Melli Talk. We'll get to Iran's starting lineup soon, but first make sure to check out our store. We have green Team Melli jerseys, green Team Melli shirts, Team Melli scarves, and new coffee mugs with your favorite Team Melli footballers. Perfect for your morning chai. Now let's take a look at Iran's starting lineup against Qatar. Getting the start once again in goal, Ali Reza Bayranvand. Now for the back line, Nurafkan, Nemati, Khalilzadeh, Mohammadi. Now for the midfielders, Ghaidi, Karimi, Ezatullahi, Mohebi. And of course up top the forwards, Taremi and Azmoun. No changes with the center backs, but Omi Nurafkan would start at left back, Milan Mohammadi switched to the other side at right back, Mohammad Karimi got the start in midfield in place of suspended Saman Ghodus. Iran started off as the better team by creating more chances, but it was Qatar that would take the lead in the 17th minute when Almoez Ali finished off a pass from Lucas Mendes by firing the ball into the net. But how would Team Melli respond? Sardar Azmoun nearly tied the game in the 32nd minute, but his shot rattled the crossbar. Finally, in the 42nd minute, Azmoun headed home across from Omi Nurafkan, and finally, the Iranian fans in Dubai could celebrate. In stoppage time, Qatar came very close to retaking the lead, but luckily this header bounced off the crossbar. Next, Mohammad Mohebi nearly made it 2-1, but his shot also hit the crossbar. 1-1 at the half, but Iran obviously had the momentum. Early in the second half, Sardar Azmoun put Iran in front 2-1 after capitalizing on a mix-up between Qatari keeper Meshal Barsham and Lucas Mendes. And of course, plenty of credit to Mehdi Ghaidi for chipping the ball into the penalty area. In the 65th minute, Iran made it 3-1 when Mohammad Mohebi finished off this perfect pass from Sardar Azmoun. Iran was definitely in control at this time. And in stoppage time, Mohammad Mohebi put on the finishing touches when he headed home a corner kick from Omi Nurafkan to make it 4-1. An excellent victory for Team Melli. Iran didn't get to play this match at home, but the Team Melli supporters made it a home match anyway. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This was obviously the thinking of Amir Galanoui, and his starting backline said it all, with Nurafkan playing as the left back and Mohammadi playing as the right back. Iran was easily the better team to start the match, because we saw Iran pressing and winning battles in the middle third of the pitch, which caused Qatar to give the ball away 7 times inside the first 16 minutes. When we look back at my keys to victory, I said to stay disciplined in the back and take the game to Qatar. But in the 17th minute, Iran made a huge mistake by not pressing Lucas Mendes. He had plenty of space and saw that Iran was playing with a high backline. As we saw, Lucas Mendes connected with Almoez Ali on a perfect long ball, and the dangerous striker made no mistakes and put the ball into the net. But from that point on, Iran would go back to pressing Lucas Mendes, and he basically did nothing the rest of the match. I know it is easy to say that Ali Nemati could have done better on the goal scored by Almoez Ali, but this was a tough long ball to defend, and Team Melli became careless as a unit. At this point, it was normal for Team Melli fans to be emotional and want to point the finger at someone, but Iran stuck to its plan and would keep on pressing Qatar, and we would continue to see Qatar give the ball away. We even actually also saw Qatar change formations, alternating between a 5-3-2 or a 5-4-1 by parking the bus. It is clear that Qatar had no answer for Iran. During the first half, the Qataris started doing their signature grass rolling after they had taken the lead. But of course, this grass rolling would not be happening in the second half. Without a doubt, we know that the man of the match was Sardar Azmoun. 2 goals and 1 assist. An excellent match for Sardar Azmoun. He definitely showed a lot of leadership in this 4-1 victory over Qatar. And we also cannot forget about Omi Nuravkan's very good game. He had 2 assists on the night, and he did a good job playing at left back. When we take a look at some stats, it is easy to be misled about Qatar having more possession and more accurate passes. But during the latter part of the match, Iran started to defend more in order to protect its 2-goal lead, basically taking their foot off the gas. With the win and the important 3 points, Iran and Uzbekistan are still tied on points, but it is Iran with the better goal difference. It is great to see Team Melli top of the Group A table. Iranian football fans always want details about the tactics of Amir Ghalenoui. When we look back at the match against Qatar, it was Iran's pressing that really created a lot of problems for Qatar. Iran also tried the long ball many times, but it was the pressing that caused Qatar to give the ball away or to lose the ball on many occasions. And to be fair, Qatar is not a very good team, and this is why Amir Ghalenoui did not need to come prepared with such a detailed game plan. The strategy was simple: press Qatar, win 1v1 battles, and take advantage of the space between Qatar's lines. Now, to finish off this edition of Team Melli Talk, I want to talk about the good and the bigger picture. First of all, revenge feels great. After the win over Qatar, it is easy to be upset about what happened at the Asian Cup. And when looking back at what happened between Iran and Qatar in the semifinals of the Asian Cup, we had no choice but to realize that Iran folded under pressure and gave too much respect to Qatar. In the 4-1 win over Qatar in Dubai, we saw an Iran team playing with confidence. We saw a Team Melli that would not get bent out of shape no matter what happened. But most importantly, we saw an Iran team that would not let their emotions get the best of them. They came into this match with the right attitude, and they took care of business. Now for the bigger picture. This was obviously a very important win for Iran, but we cannot ignore the same patterns and habits of head coach Amir Ghalenoui. He still doesn't trust his younger footballers, and this will not help Team Melli become younger in time for the 2026 World Cup.